like this. Don't feel like I'm going to put into a cabinet.
Fellow Guyanese, a pleasant good afternoon to each and every one of you in Guyana and the diaspora and elsewhere. Today, I want you all to subscribe to my channel and hit the button so you will get the truth. I want you to know why every time an election there is a recount. Because we don't trust each other. You, the blacks, claim that the Indians are very racial. If they are racial, then they are about 20 to 30,000 more than you, then they won the election, according to what you're saying. And we all have to know, it is established that the racial people is not the Indian. They are just corrupt, covetous, vindictive, spiteful, very ungrateful. But at the same time, you have a lot of good one amongst them. Okay? And you, the blacks, from nature you could tell yourself who you are. So don't throw your filth in other people's face when you know you are the racist. From 1960 with what happened up in Madhya, Mackenzie, Wismar, Buxton, Pleasance, Stouffville, Denham, Stell, Berbice, until the Indians are ready to react and Jagan stop by one thing, you should know who you are. Buxton, Pleasance, every time an election or something, you have black the street, beat people are regular, you should know what y'all are doing. But y'all can only do that to stupid people. If you had done that to the Jews or another race, they would have wiped you all off the face of the earth. Think of it. I got both blood in me and I want y'all to know this clear. Out of 200-something thousand blacks, 80,000 to 85,000 to 70 are God-fearing, loving, kind, devoted people. The rest of you is uneducated, ready to break down, burn, loot, whoever, because you are quick to be agitated for a few dollars. And I want to make this clear. How many elections must we go forward and always want to recount when it is known that Burnham had rigged all the election? I never win any. Even Jimmy Carter had to put Desmond Hite out of office and put Jagan. And yet the same Jimmy Carter came back and put in David Granger. So you black people have never won an election. Come to reality. And the PPP begins with Dr. Jagan, his wife, Brindley Ben, Ashton Chase, I think, if I remember his alleged, Sidney King, who's usually Guyana, and Mr. Forrest Burnham, and many more. Today you have seen that Ramjatan and Nagamutu break away. They didn't believe, according to information is alleged, they was put out. They couldn't get what they want because Moses said, Jagan tell you he will be the leader after him. I spoke about it on Straight Talk about here Ramjatan. And Ramjatan used it against my son. But so help me God, Ramjatan. Get that letter but the investigator said my son pled guilty. Because you, the magistrate, and the judge, the police, all of you involved. There's a crime that you all have committed against humanity. But I ask God, the highest judge, let your children and your children suffer. And y'all must eat the shit that coming from your ass. The judge, the magistrate, the police, all who involved. A policeman is there to keep peace, not to be a part of a criminal activity. Now this election went on, y'all are calling for recount, Mr. Barajak Deal. You call it for recount. It is well known, anywhere like Mackenzie is the house of the black people. You cannot win them, no matter what you pay them. They could go for their own. They are not Indian that crash the floor for a few dollars and a bottle of rum. Black people are more dedicated to their cause. They don't care because of slavery. They were the only one who was slave, even though they was a slave master in the past 100 years ago. And tribal affair in Africa before the white man brought them out. They were killing each other, capturing each other. So those four parents in Africa done them a favor. Today they could claim the Caribbean, Guyana, and tell our Amerindian, the indigenous people, they have no rights in their own country. But you're talking about Mother Africa. Well, you Indian don't talk about Mother India. But listen to your music and your culture. And if you are an Indian, then a Pakistani is a part of you. So don't call them Pakistani. Call them Indians, Babu. My friends, I'm calling on the young blacks and Indians to unite. Our brothers, the late Walter Rodney, Monday gone was the anniversary when he was blown to pieces in a car. The man who united the two races, a young black historian, the late Dr. Walter Rodney, a man who wrote many books, but one outstanding one, how Europe underdeveloped Africa. If he was alive today, I would have begged him to write one, how the great-grandchildren of slavery and cheap labor exploited the indigenous people in Guyana. But you see, God don't like ugly. It's the two-party system. Kill him. So why I'm calling upon all of you to unite and form a national front government, where Indian will be a part of it, blacks will be a part of it, Chinese will be a part of it, Portuguese will be a part of it, the mixed race will be a part of it, and the Amerindian must be the leader. That's the only solution, because we are going to lose our young generation, and we are going to lose to our neighboring country, because we love Africa and India, but we hate the Amerindians who claim their country. We humiliate them. Or when they get drunk, they do all kind of things. Coolie people get drunk and do kill too. Chop up and kill the black man, they chop up and kill nobody. David Granger make it clear. According to information, it's alleged, I didn't hear him, too many young black boys in jail. He set free a lot of people. Why do we set free an Amerindian, a Chinese, a Douglas, or an East Indian? There were only blacks according to information, it's alleged, David. Again, you raised the pay for all parliamentarians. Did the PPP who complaining now, did they give back the money? Or did they open their hands and accept it? Why the police, the army, the teachers, the doctors, and so did not get a raise? Why the civil servant didn't get a raise? Why every Guyanese did not get a piece of land to build a house with money but Burnham's daughter? According to the Ebony magazine, the richest black man in 1980s, and his daughter and others maybe inherit the money, make their living wherever they're living, but she came to Guyana, and Barrett says in Queens, I was there, he gave Burnham's daughter the back of the garden, and she's telling her to make a nice piece of change. What happened to you black people? You're stupid, you're blind. And you Indian, unite for God's sake and work together for a national front government where everybody will be equal in the eyes of each other and in the hands of God. And then we can put Guyana forward instead of fighting every 4 years. Recount. If you, the black man, is right, that the Indian are racial, which I know they are corrupt, because they sell their mother, their daughter, their son. They bribe to kill their own. They go to the Kalimite church and the Obia man to kill their own. So those are people you have to be careful with. And when you bring them in your camp and you think they are with you, you got a lot coming. There are many Judas. Because Judas was an Indian, Peter was an Indian. Again, there's good and bad in every race. Why only the two of you for a country when you are claiming emancipation and the other one claiming the arrival? Mr. Ali, in due respect to you, you came from a good family, you're trying your best. But it looks like you are not running this country because everything is Barajak deal. Why don't you step down and give him the presidency? Or give it to Anil Nandalal? They accuse you for 19 counts, but still you ain't get charged and be in the lockup. They accuse the Attorney General for stealing the law books, as alleged. They ain't see they do nothing. They said Bharat got plenty house, alleged again in Queens, and plenty in Guyana, and I know if he was making a good salary, he's not a magician, so something not right. But I'm not here to judge you. God will decide. God will judge you. But I'm calling upon all of you, it was a curse. I call upon you all to postpone this election because the native children were burned to death by orders of government officers who say keep them in the dorm, padlock the gate, according to information is alleged, and put metal bars by the windows and a fire sweep, and we locking up a young Amerindian girl, say she burned the place with a mattress. Get you all act together. So for you, the black police and criminal who kill him for politician and businessman, I beg of you not to do it, because once you do it, they got somebody else to kill you. Where is Feynman? Where's the brother they shoot the other day? Where they said break the jail and run away? Come on. There is a God, the highest judge. Come on, black people. Wake up and accept the struggle of the great Coffee. He was a revolutionist, not an opportunist. Come on. Think of it. So be pleased. Let's form a national front government. We will end the fight between Indian and black because only the two are you. And we are not going to divide Guyana because some black people from Mackenzie came to Queens in Brooklyn and had want to separate Mackenzie from Georgetown when I speak against it. And there is a very powerful lawyer who I will not blame. He was sitting on the table with them. When I speak, I won't blame the man. So, my friends, why cut off your foot and somebody got to lift you and walk with you? Are you stupid? Let's unite. Where is the days of uncle, auntie, brother, and sister, whether you're a black or a Indian, Chinese, Portuguese, or Amerindian? I call upon y'all. You need land. You need money to build your house. What this government should do, start to make better hospital, better facilities, better fire department, and lighting all over the street. Mr. Ali is trying his best. It's spread out. You cannot see it with your naked eyes because you all are bitter with hatred. Come off of it. Come off of it, for God's sake. Think. Stop prostituting the foreign women them who are coming in from Venezuela to Brazil. And please, stop going on with a lot of nonsense what y'all are doing. According to information, it's alleged a lot of young schoolgirls have been disappearing because somebody got them in house in Kitty or Campbellville trying to sell them or use and abuse them. You want a good law. The court must not be a part of the parliamentarians that every time they want to lock up somebody or do somebody wrong, they make a call and you all do it. You Indians are wicked. Come up of it. Especially when you're claiming land don't belong to you by a dam. Come on, Ali. I want 6 inches wide. Shore to shore from the three river. Berbice, Essequibo, and Demerara. Only 6 inches wide, shore to shore. Like on Mohanlal by a egress and egress dam. And I want them judges and lawyers who have broke the law, selling people property, mishandling people case, make many people cry. Some commit suicide in Berbice, I heard. And many people lost their place because they're claiming subscriptive rights when they're paying people paying their tax. What can be subscribed? A subscription. So then a man who's taking land and squatting, he should be giving it to because he has subscription rights also. Come on, you hypocrites. The law only suits y'all because what you're seeing. Y'all refuse to put over that election because y'all are concerned about power. Either black power or Indian power. Mr. Ali, in the name of Allah, if you are a Muslim, bring down it now. Stop it. You have the Constitution on your side. And Bharat is not the voice for the country. You are the president. You went to the UN and you spoke highly about the African slave trade. All right? And you called for reparation. Well, what reparation or respiration you will give the 2 nations plus the Amerindian, the Portuguese, the Chinese, and the mixed race? Come on, man. Come on. I know you all may not like what I'm saying. We don't need power. But I guarantee you one thing. We shall and will get justice. And these hands are clean. It will not be touching you, not in the handshake. Trust me. And if you kill us, we shall hang your family from the grave. Get that straight. And remember this. Where you go to run? Saudi Arabia? When Idi Amin killed those people in his country, over 90,000 or 70,000 of his own, and was accused as a cannibal and chased out over 1 million people out of Uganda, he had opposition and he ran away to Saudi Arabia. He died later. How do you know they didn't kill him? Because 2 criminals don't trust one another. 2 thieves don't trust one another. So, Mr. Ali, in due respect to you, I'm not blaming you. If you are the president of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, the Constitution have give you the rights, even though it's a bogus Constitution, then you should not listen to nobody unless it means good. And personally, I don't think you need no recount in no way. Georgetown is known to be the black people voters department. Mocha, Agricola, Mackenzie, New Amsterdam, Stouffville. But for a few dollars, few may cross the floor. But out of every 100 blacks and every 100 Indian, and you pass the money, 98 Indian can cross the floor, maybe 10 African will cross it. I could guarantee you that because they stand up for respect, honor, dignity. Because power is in the bloodstream. They want power. So therefore, it is very hard. You dress them in red. I know you're all surprised that some of you must be crying red. I hope you all didn't commit suicide and death, because it is a blow to what you all have done. You all should have called that election off due to what happened to the indigenous people, 20 children, and many more fighting for their life right now. And the death of the late Walter Rodney was the day after the election. What a coincidence. Y'all don't see that even God and time is against y'all, man? Where are the imams, the pandits, and the priests? Let me rest here now by saying, unite, my fellow brothers and sisters. You all need hope, you need money, and everybody need a share of the oil. Unite as one and put Guyana forward. Stop listening to politicians. Thank you, and subscribe to my channel. Press the bell. Have a good night, and may God be with all of you. Peace. While you do this, let me go collect the money.
I don't see what. Give me that statement. And then give the people that land and give them. There's no other word on fuck.
Are you fucking mad? Are you mad? Abu Dhabi? But Gaddafi was giving the people. Show me a fool.
Turn it off first. There's a switch up there. Look at that. That's nice.
Oh, hey. Let me go get the money for these people. Get to it.
See you Saturday, Sunday.
What the fuck you chasing?
No, you ain't gonna come back.
You say you don't know that. You don't say that.
Hold on, wait.
Check them out.
Wait.
Keep on with me coming up.
I understand, but you still have to wait. You're doing this, so.
DJ!
Right.